the trust and relationships take time to build. We're in this atmosphere, Sean, where we are looking for big projects. The government is looking for a priority list of nation building projects, which of course implies some speed. How do you square that with the time it takes to build the trust?
Yeah, I think that it'll depend on, I think Canadian companies based in Canada, run by Canadians, have an advantage because we have the mindset, we have the sensibilities, knowing how to do business, but we need international capital as well. So that becomes a little bit more challenging depending on where that capital is coming and who's going to deploy that capital. So that will be something that will have to be managed. But I would say that the North is open for business, but it's not carte blanche. It's not going to be the Wild West. You have to come up and say, look, here's our project. Here are the benefits. Here's the work we've done. Here's our track record and experience. Here's why we think this one makes sense. And we're sitting on one and have been sitting on one for a while, Hope Bay. And it's an interesting story because ultimately it'll end up ticking so many boxes, so many policy boxes that as Canadians we need to sort of tick. And it was owned by, or potentially almost owned by, a mining entity of the Chinese government. And under Foreign Investment Review, the Liberal government said, no, we don't think that's in our national interest to have that project located where it is on the northern coast, owned by a foreign government. And Agnico picked it up in basically 2 weeks over the Christmas holidays, negotiating with the debt holders, the shareholders, including the Chinese company. And we put it on care and maintenance because we thought it was going to be bigger. And basically, all it was trying to control some very prospective geology. So we're getting close now, based on our work. We're not quite there, but maybe early next year to say, look, we're going to reopen this. And this is a significant project. It's potentially $2 billion of new investment to build something much bigger than what it was there. So you tick the sovereignty box, the resource development box, the green energy box, the economic reconciliation box, because there's tremendous participation in terms of royalties from the local Inuit Association. So this could be a model for how to get these things done so that they have maximum impact.